Jai and friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the latest news of the day. Many congratulations. Yesterday evening, I heard the news that 41 workers, 41 of our brothers had been rescued very efficiently through the rat mining process, which is now illegal. But it happened and all 41 are out. They're in good health and they have been shifted to All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Rishikesh, where they'll undergo complete physical and psychological tests, and the government will release them only when they are declared to be fit. Everybody's happy, everybody's celebrating. Now, my point is a little different. A lot of people, environmentalists, have said that the government's widening of roads in the Himalayas is not okay, because they're saying that the Himalayas are fragile, and so it's not so simple, right? People live there. First of all, our Himalayas are fine, all the respect for the Himalayas, love to go to the mountains. But we must understand a couple of things here. Let's be clear. Number one, there has to be a certain balance between saving the environment and saving the people, or actually working towards the well-being of the people. I think there should be a very fine and delicate balance. You can't say, save the mountains and the people will take care of themselves. That doesn't happen, or it cannot happen. You need roads, you need better road connectivity for two reasons. First of all, prosperity follows roads, Wherever there are roads, prosperity will follow. You'll have dispensaries, you'll have hospitals, you'll have schools, you'll have colleges, universities. Everything is near a road. It has to be, for reasons of accessibility. Today, if you go to Uttarakhand, and I'm mentioning Uttarakhand because Uttarkashi is in Uttarakhand, though it's in Garhwal. And, if you see in Uttarakhand, you'll find villages which are empty in Uttarakhand, and they say that Uttarakhand runs on money order economy. It's like people go outside. So you'll go to villages, you'll find there are only women, children and the elderly. All the young men have left, because the employment opportunities in those far-flung villages are few. Education opportunities are few. They're also citizens of India and they deserve the same facilities. Now, the problem with environmentalists is that generally, I'm not saying all of them, but certainly a large number of them tend to take extreme positions when it comes to the environment. No, don't touch the Himalayas. Okay, what about the people? The same environmentalist would have luxury cars in their garage and a completely air-conditioned house. Now, if I were to ask them to walk to work or do with a ceiling fan in peak Delhi summer, they'll think I'm crazy. But the fact of the matter is, this is exactly what they are asking the people of the mountains and the people of the hills to do. Live without common facilities, normal facilities. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to find a middle path. Again and again, I'm not saying, cut through the Himalayas and all that, but you need to find a middle path also because it's a national security issue. China's border infrastructure is top grade and they've been working on it for decades now. And they have made it absolutely top notch. But what about our border infrastructure? For the past 5-7 years, it's really come up to speed. But we need to do much more. Because how does an army survive and how does an army fight? How does an army eat? How does an army communicate? How do logistics work in the army, right? It's all lines of communication and lines of supply. This is what I learned in the army. Your lines of communication and lines of supply must be good, must be under your control, and that is how an army fights. And what are your lines of communication and supply? They go through roads. They go via roads, generally. Airlifting is not an option here. Airlifting is not an option because A, the window of helicopter flying, because of the weather, inclement weather in mountainous terrains is very limited, number one. Number two, we don't have that kind of lift capacity. Nobody does. America does not have it. You see, so you must understand that this is also a national security requirement. But again, I'm saying, find a middle path where you don't damage the environment, and yet, you start doing your stuff, in the sense of benefiting the people, the mountain people, people of the hills, all along the line of actual control. This is a must. India has also approved, and this is news number 2, which I was going to share with you, that India has approved the construction of the second indigenous aircraft carrier and the third aircraft carrier. Actually, the first one is a Russian refit. Then you have Vikrant, and now the next one. So this is going to cost around 40,000 crores, and it is 45,000 tons displacement. Congratulations. I think the Navy really needed it. But a lot of debate going on. Does the Navy need a third aircraft carrier? Does it not need? There is no sense of a debate. If the Indian Navy wants it, the government has given it. The rest of the debate is academic. And also the fact that many people are saying that, an aircraft carrier is a sitting duck. Anybody can shoot down an aircraft carrier, or anybody can sort of sink an aircraft carrier. I don't know on what basis or what logic people make such claims, and I don't know how many aircraft carriers have been sunk after World War II. I'm not aware. Please educate me in case they have. So the thing is that aircraft carriers don't move alone. There is an entire carrier group. There are submarines here. There are destroyers, there are frigates, there are fighter aircraft. There are attack helicopters, there are reconnaissance aircraft. Nowadays there are drones. There is anti-aircraft missile systems. There is an entire air cover, sea cover, everything. Yeah. So it's not like an aircraft carrier is a cake. Cut a slice, eat it. It's not that simple. An aircraft carrier for India is an extension of its foreign policy. And this is something that the people need to understand, that the aircraft carrier is essential. And I was just hoping that we would have a 80,000 ton displacement or a 100,000 ton displacement aircraft carrier. 45,000 seems very small, because what you're trying to do is project national power outside, project Indian power across the globe. And to me, it seems a little small, but I'm sure the naval headquarters must have thought through it, and whatever they want. I think we should support the Navy rather than second guessing. And Admiral Hari Kumar is, he's a seasoned naval officer. He's the Chief of Naval Staff, and his team, A-class. I've had the honor of meeting him and shaking his hand, and I think if they've come up with something, the nation should stand behind rather than going on social media and saying, hey, do you think we need a third aircraft carrier? Yes, the Navy needs it, and they're getting it. And I think that should be the end of the conversation. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, press the like button. I'll catch you again tomorrow. Till then, Jai Hind.